Thank you for joining us in the first official episode of GameGods. I'm Matthew Ford, joined by the one and only Skulls and Hero.
Hello.
And I got a special guest today, Timmy.
Marcos.
Something like that.
I go by Skulls and Hero. This is Timmy, all right? Don't let
But
him
I go
confuse
by
him.
Marcos.
No, he does not go by Marcos.
The first thing I want to talk about is Apex 2015. Anybody excited about that? Because I sure am.
I'm excited.
What's an Apex today?
Yeah, what did I say?
Is it? No, like by the time people listen to this, like it'll be like it already.
That's true. You know what? I was
Apex.
thinking about that. I didn't really think about that. I just wanted to talk about it.
Talk about it. Like,
talk about Apex.
No,
actually, just talk us what have we been playing?
Chillings on
easy.
Suicide
No,
Watch.
I really wanted to talk about Apex, but you're right. The time we publish this, it'll be long gone over.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
really wanted to talk about it.
No, you have to talk about.
I don't know if any of you guys got to play the Halo multiplayer beta. Skulls, I don't know
I'm not
you're
an
a Halo
Xbox
fan.
one.
That's
I'm
true.
a Halo fan, but
You're a Halo fan.
I've heard it's actually good. People have been playing it, right?
Well, I know you liked Halo 4, and you said that was your favorite, correct, in the series?
Halo 4? No. My favorite is Halo 1. Timmy, calm down. No, Halo 1's my favorite, but I played Halo 4, and I actually really liked it. It was a sound game. It was good.
That's good. I know what I did. I
What
did
the
play.
hell does that mean? A sound game?
It means it's a good game.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
But it's not valid though,
Why is it not valid?
because it's just when you have something that in a franchise was pretty good back in the day. It's
But
just
it's
Tim,
not.
he's
Who said-
talking mechanically sound.
Oh, wait. Why do you think it's?
Oh,
terrible?
you know, we're getting off topic.
No, we're not. This is
No,
this
this is good. This is good.
This
Yeah.
is why we bring
It's
different
sound,
views.
but it's not valid.
Okay, so what makes it valid?
It would have been valid if it wasn't shit.
Why is it shit?
It's shit because it completely destroyed everything.
I
within
think
Halo franchise.
for
Made
Halo
up for
4,
it.
I think multiplayer, yes. I think 343's.
No, the thing about Halo 4 is that I told you, Call of Duty syndrome, the Call of Duty
Yes.
cancer that has slowly been creeping up games' assholes for the past 12 years, but when did Call of Duty...
It's been out.
Going back to that though, how is the Halo?
You know what, multiplayer beta? Okay, nothing wrong with the game. The game by itself, if it was its own game, it's good.
So
I download it.
are you saying that it's suffering from like the same thing that Destiny had? Like it's still like mechanically, it's like it works and it's
Oh,
fun in that
mechanically,
sense.
yeah. Mechanically
It just
works.
doesn't-
Yeah, it just doesn't fit for me in the series. Well, I guess multiplayer-wise, because I didn't play any of the story, any of the campaign.
Yeah.
It felt like a military shooter.
Okay.
It felt like a military shooter. There was military chatter going on. Yes, you have as far as talking.
Well, from when I saw it, there's no level design, right? Like right now, it's just like geometry, just like basic geometry.
No. There's that one level. No, that's the level that's what they're going for. That's the look of the level that you saw. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the level, but they added a new game type. It's basically no respawns. You got one life. You got five. It's
That's
5
not
on 5.
entirely.
It's not a new game.
Yeah, it's not.
For
Halo it is.
For
For Halo
Halo
it
it is. You have no respawns.
But Matthew, you
You
could play that in a game, and like Halo, you can make one life.
No, but as an official game type, it's going to be a game type. It's just
Did
the
you-
way
did you
you're
play it?
introduced into the game. You didn't get to see it.
No,
you're thrown like literally, and like you're 5 guys. You jump into the map. You start on one side of the map. The other team starts on the other side, and you guys have no response. You guys take whoever last man standing.
Okay, so it's not. It's what like Timmy said. It's not a new thing. That's the only way.
No. It's not a new idea. No,
But what I'm saying though is like what Timmy said. Like it's not a new thing because that's the only way I used to play Gears of War. I only played it that way. But does it change?
Right.
Like, is it intense?
Yes, because you are fearing for your life. I mean, there are no spawns. So if you lose, you get 2 guys. 2 guys can go out in 10 seconds. So it's 3 on 5. If you don't work as a team, you're gonna get screwed.
Okay.
Which I thought was cool because it brought new. I thought it was cool. It brought new intensity to the game.
Yeah.
Definitely communication. There was no communication. We weren't talking, but yeah,
because everyone's
definitely.
in an Xbox Live party.
It's just you definitely have to work as a squad.
Criticize people, okay? Girls, they'll always be shit.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Another news,
It's a good
all right,
thing.
why
It's
not?
another news. Criticize
But-
people.
No,
I mean, as far as I'm not trying to discredit. The game's not even out yet. But for me, it personally didn't feel like it belonged in the Halo series.
Yeah.
And I was talking to you about this. You were telling me, Tim. You said something really interesting. You said it didn't feel isolated, and I know what you mean by
because
that.
Halo 1, when you played the maps in Halo 1, like Damnation, Runway, all that rats, you feel like you were alone on a world.
Right, you felt different. You didn't feel
Wait,
familiar
in the multiplayer map?
in the
Do
multiplayer.
you know how eerie Halo 1
Right, their
multiplayer
maps
is?
were?
No, I didn't.
It's freaking creepy.
No, I mean when I played every Halo game. I've never played Halo multiplayer, and that's
Halo
kind of
1?
foolish for me
Halo
because
1
I know.
or any
No,
of the Halo
I played all the Halo games. I just never.
stay away from the multiplayer.
I've stayed away. I'm just not a multiplayer guy.
Right.
But like I played all the campaigns, and people say I played it wrong because like Halo's known for its multiplayer.
No, Halo 1 was known for its single player. Even I read on one of the back for the Xbox for Halo 1 when it first came out, it says AGM, the single player is worth buying this game alone. That's how good it was. Even though the three last levels were repeats.
That's funny. When I played that game, it was like it blew me away because I didn't know anything about the game. It was just Halo 1 because it was just on the computer that I started playing.
Oh, you got Halo PC.
Yeah, and when I played it, I was like, when I got to the flood, and I was like, oh my, like I didn't see this coming. I didn't see it. It was
the whole
yeah.
Master Chief grabs the chip, puts it in his hand, and watch what happened.
His
team members.
Like as a kid, that was like, oh no, this is not the game I want to play.
That had to be the best homage to Aliens ever. Like, remember the scene in Aliens where they go into the little what's it called, the main power plant, and just there's nothing there, and all of a sudden they hear this movement. It kind of caught that eeriness on the side tracker, and a bunch of it was appearing up, and then all of a sudden, like maybe we can't see them, and then the xenomorph comes in and takes the Marine.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of intensity.
That's I think I'm talking about for sci-fi elements.
Yeah.
Halo 1 and 2, even though 2 was kind of getting away from it. But
Halo 1 had it.
I feel like 4 and 5,
which
is they're new developers, I understand, but as far as the Halo feel, I think it's. I don't know if it's
the thing is, so,
attainable.
No, I think the Halo 1, it had that nice balance of eerie sci-fi structures and almost.
As intuitive as the game is when it comes to shooting and AI and stuff like that, I always thought like the Covenant, right? That's the aliens. They've never changed. It's been them through the entire game franchise, and like they introduced like
very few new enemies.
Very few, yeah.
Actually, I don't know if you know, but this was back in Halo 2. There were a lot of concept art that was released during the documentary that came with the game. Behind the scenes, they were like introducing crazy new stuff.
Yeah.
They had different concepts.
What happened to it?
Microsoft cockblocked them.
That's
2004.
To be quite blunt,
well, you know what I wanted?
You
know what I wanted? They should have delayed it and launched it for the Xbox 360. Do you know how amazing that launch would have been instead of the shithole that we got with Perfect Dark Zero? And not only that, they had another year of development time so they could get all those ideas in there.
No, that's true. It was because they were rushed.
And not only that, people would be still playing it today. Even though they are playing it now.
You know what? That would have been interesting if they did it that way.
From 2005 to 2012, people would be
360. Because a year later, the 360 hit. So I mean, that would have been interesting. But
so at this point, though, are you really are you planning to get the next Halo?
I will. I'll probably pick it up absolutely because you know what? Because I want to continue Master Chief's campaign. I'm just a Master Chief fan, so
I don't know.
Finish out the
I don't know. It's just I loved.
Well, it's not going to be the end, right? At least
there's a trilogy. So you're going to have Halo 3, 4, 5, and then 6 will be.
Oh, okay.
So they did announce a trilogy. 343 did announce a trilogy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I liked Halo when you didn't know much about it. Halo.
Right. It was that mystery.
That mystery.
And that's the one thing that these people have trouble with is the demystification of their universes.
Right.
That they ruined what should not be explained.
You
don't need You don't need
Yeah, I feel
it kind of ruins the magic.
You don't always need an origin story for everything. Yeah. You can just have people's imaginations running.
And then actually, just guessing.
That doesn't just apply to Halo. I think that everything. You don't need to actually. I think Japanese games make that mistake a lot. That they need to explain to us why something happened. Final Fantasy are one of the biggest franchises that does that commits this crime. It's just he's the top general. Why? Because he killed 1,000 armies, and one of the armies he killed this one lady who had this power.
So it's just backstory.
Just backstory. And you know what? Just let our imaginations run wild.
Let us decide.
And there's no better game to do that than Halo. To really just say, this is sci-fi.
Yeah, this is
we don't understand everything out there.
No, another great game that does that is Half-Life.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell you're in. You're just in. On the first game, you were in a Black Mesa. Then all of a sudden, 20 years later, you're in cryogenic stasis by G-Man. All of a sudden, you're in Eastern European.
No, exactly. No, I agree. The Half-Life series is it was so mysterious to me. And the what were they called? The head crabs?
Head crabs.
Yeah, those things creeped me out. I was like, wow.
Crazy.
And they didn't really explain. Did they explain where those things come from?
No, yeah. During the opening of the game, it created. The scientists were doing something. It created like, you know, just the typical sci-fi cliche,
Yeah,
just
you
done
from the
really
first game,
well.
Experiment Gone Wrong.
Experiment Gone
So
Wrong.
basically
they opened up a portal to a
they
different
ripped a
dimension.
new dimension.
And the headcrabs came in.
Headcrabs
Different
came
things
in.
are coming out.
Those things are cool.
Well, no, it's funny because I don't know too much about Half-Life's story, but even those Combine soldiers, did they
Columbine.
Combine.
Hey, you be
soldiers.
careful with that.
Pardon me. I'm not trying to be offensive here. That just kind of slipped out. But no, the Combine soldiers, they all come out of the portal as well?
No. The story was that after the end, because that portal stayed open for a while, they took over the Earth as soon as, Gordon Freeman went into stasis. They took over the world in less than 20 hours.
Oh,
And
so
for
that
20
dictator,
years-
that totalitarian guy, and
No, he was just a puppet. It's just that they
He
took
was just
over in 20 hours
Who
after
took
the
over?
Black Mesa
Who
incident.
took over?
They call him
the Combine.
the Combine.
The Combine. Okay, so who were the Combine before?
Eric Harris and Dylan Cle- Okay, I'm done.
All right.
It was just these aliens that the
Okay.
G-Man may or may not have any affiliation
So
with.
is G-Man
And
necessarily a bad guy?
He's
You don't know who he is.
he's maybe an antagonist after Half-Life 2 and Episode 1 and 2.
Okay.
But yeah, he was a very mysterious one because, you know, during the first part of Half-Life 1, you were in a tram and you would see him. See glimpses of him, and
Okay.
not only that, he'd be walking
Was that
around
who we
and-
were working for? Was that who the whole lab, everyone they were like
No,
Black Mesa?
they weren't working with him. He was like kind of like a contractor. And
With
then
Black
he turned out
Mesa?
to be much more. He was a
With Black
contractor
Mesa?
for the aliens.
Oh.
No, I guess it turned out that way when they started to invade.
Okay. Wow.
Mhm.
See, I didn't play it all the way through the first
Yeah.
one. So.
Back in the first one, like at the end of this. What are you smiling at?
No, I'm listening.
No, your face.
I'm amazed. I'm actually like I'm listening to that because I know the story of the second one because I played that one through like twice. And
Half-Life 1.
But yeah, you gotta play Half-Life.
Barry's Half-Life 2.
well, I heard.
Yes.
I didn't you tell me like Half-Life 2? What was it like the expansions is where it's at like
The second one.
yeah.
The second expansion that came out for it was mind-blowing.
Really?
Me, I loved it. Did you ever remember?
I
I
loved
never
it
played
too.
it.
I loved it too. When
That
you
second
at
one-
the end.
The first one was kind of like, I don't know, disappointing. It was really short and everything, but when that second one came out,
No,
they put so much work into that.
Really?
No.
That ending, dude.
Don't
Remember
ruin it.
The ending. I'm not gonna
gonna play it now.
You need to play
I'm gonna play it.
The ending,
Taking down
dude.
the Striders.
Crap.
When you're taking down that, how intense that ending was.
It's
Well,
not,
that's a game I gotta play,
It
yeah.
is not. It puts any.
You didn't play
It puts any.
Well, I played
action
the second one. I just never played the expansions to it.
To play the
Play
second
Half-Life
expansion.
1. And not only that, the expansions for Half-Life 1 too, they're not very impressive, but they explain like the stories behind
Half-Life 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
The guards. You know, Barney, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Barney?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Half-Life 1. He's one of the main characters in one of the expansion packs. I think it's Blue Shift or something.
Actually, you know, but like I was telling you about earlier, behind the scenes for making Half-Life 1, Half-Life 1 was one of the first games to actually get the player to want to save a supporting character. You know how sometimes you're given a character and he dies, he's mortal, he's scripted to die.
Yeah.
He can't. To get him, because they liked him so much, they tried to protect him the entire game.
Uh-huh.
They didn't want him to die. And Half-Life was actually one of the first games that created characters you really
No,
wanted.
no. I think Fallout was. Because you could get companions.
Well, it's
in
one
there.
of. I'm not saying it's the first.
No,
I'm
but
just
yeah,
saying
Fallout.
it's one of. I'm talking strictly action shooters, like action games for that time.
One of the first you're saying.
Yeah, one of the first action shooters where you really, because you like the characters so much. Half-Life was really the first cinematic experience.
Yeah.
It really was the first game to really feel like it was a movie. It really was. 90, I mean, that was 16, 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Really, like,
No, it was
It still
because
holds up
just
to
the
this
way
day.
Yep.
the way how it transitioned. It felt like there was no like loading point. There was like you get into one area, the next level is the one where the subtitle pops below.
It's horrifying as hell, so you gotta play it.
Oh yeah.
It's-
No, definitely.
it's down your alley.
Well, like the second one, there's the part where you go into the city.
It's Raven.
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
it, Raven Home?
Oh
Raven Home?
god,
That might be
it's
mistaken,
so
but
scary.
something-
You only have the gravity gun.
Yes, and I was like, whoa, like
Dude,
they're not giving me
the first
tools.
one's
Yeah.
it's even creepier. It's 10 times creepier.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
you
one?
get like the first one.
No, oh yeah.
Remember that? I just remember that scene where I don't know that squid-like thing flies through the window and grabs the scientist, eats them, and brings them.
Oh, that was the scariest thing, and you had to go out.
You had
And
to
it was
go-
just, I love those parts. I love those parts when games like you just don't want to do it. I just want to stay. I stayed in there for like 20 minutes. I'm like,
because you know what you were gonna go face.
Yeah.
Or you gotta
And
avoid.
he's like, he just keeps on attacking you.
I'm definitely. I'm going back. I'm going to play those games. Those games.
If you want to talk about retro review,
there it is.
There it is, right there.
No, it gets even creepier when you go onto the Zen planet, and you're on like platforms, and you're just jumping across everywhere because there's zero gravity and everything.
Uh-huh.
And you verse the aborted fetus at the end of the game, which is very creepy.
Yeah, crazy stuff like that, man.
I'm pretty sure probably most of the podcasts. We don't have any podcast listeners, so I don't think I'm who the fuck I'm talking to.
But yeah, I don't know.
Spoiler warning.
As far as what we're playing, but yeah, so.